Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another week of The Andy Show. This week, I am currently on Vans Warped Tour, which, I mean, I'm physically here, sitting here, talking.
Right, you time warped back to do this.
Right, yeah. But currently, I'm probably either in a bus or on a stage or in a TEI class or in a signing.
Where else?
Somewhere in America.
If not those things.
On a box, on a bus, on a can, on another bus.
Okay. Yeah.
On the Reading Rainbow. On LeVar Burton's glasses.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to cover all of our bases for where you could be.
There's a lot of places I could be. So because I'm not here this week and we were unable to film an episode, you're going to get to see or enjoy a greatest hits of The Andy Show. Season 2. You saw the greatest hits of Season 1, and presumably you saw all of this stuff in Season 2, but you didn't see this intro, so really... value is what I'm trying to say. Exactly. We hope that you've enjoyed Season 2, and let's take a look back now on our favorite moments from the show. You know, recently I changed phones and phone providers. I wound up getting a new number.
Oh.
And as we've all known, the people that have done that before, you don't remember your number right away. At least I don't.
When do you decide to change your number? I've only done it when I've moved cities.
I've had the same number.
I know people like that. I know
years.
people. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've
my
had
first
9
cell
million
phone.
different cell phone
Really?
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know people who have that.
Yeah.
You know, friends of mine and stuff from even growing up, people that have the same number. I'm so far removed, I don't remember anything about my first number. But
sure.
in any event, so it changed numbers, and I don't commit it to memory immediately.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
So you can kind of be in that weird period where you might get asked for your phone number, and you genuinely don't know it.
Like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. And so you might have to save it as a contact in your phone and go, hold on, let me look it up.
Look
and
for
that's
me.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I was in a situation where twice in one day this exact situation occurred. I had a new number. I didn't know it yet. I went to the laundromat. I went there and she said, okay, I'm going to need your number. Or no, she said, is it the same number? And I said, oh, no. But you know what? I don't know the new one. And so she sort of looked at me, taken it back, and she was like, I was like, maybe I'll just give you my wife's number. And she kind of like thought, I don't know why the vibe I got from her was, first of all, here's what was happening. At this point now I'm sweating because I'm embarrassed and socially awkward. And B, I'm perceiving, which could totally be inaccurate, that she is judging that I don't want to give her my phone number, that I think I'm better than her. And
what's worse, her thinking that or her thinking you don't even know your own phone number?
Right, neither one is good. But
you're either incompetent.
I go with the first option, which is to think that she thinks that I think I'm better than her. So what I say is, I don't think I'm like better than you or anything.
Just want to dip that one down.
Yeah,
no filter.
Yeah, I just don't know my phone number. And then
I'm just
immediately
thinking out loud right now.
Yeah, and so then she goes like says nothing because there's no response.
Yeah,
to that.
what do you say?
Yeah, cool. it'll be ready this evening. And then I go to my car and I make a big show of saying bye to her. Bye. Don't worry, I'll have cash when I come back because she's always asking for cash and not card.
Phone number.
Yeah, and she's always going, oh, if you could do cash and not card, that'd be great. And I always go like, no, I just have card. Like I don't want to do cash. She's like, fine, and then we'll do the whole exchange. So this one I knew like as I'm leaving, I'm at my car yelling inside.
I'm gonna
bring cash when I come back because I'm already upset about saying I don't think I'm better than you or anything. And by the way, never gave her my number or Juliet's number or anything. No numbers were given. Yeah. So I just have to now estimate. Yeah, I just have to estimate when I'm coming back. So then I go, okay, well, I've got to run some other errands. And while I'm out, I've decided that I think maybe I'll go pick up some groceries. Run them back home, then I'll go back to the laundromat and see how long it is until it's done because she has no way of contacting me, so I have to go there to get the transaction over with. And also while I'm out, I'll pick up some cash because I promised that. So I go to the grocery store, I'm walking around, and I see out of the corner of my eye a buddy of mine who I've known for a long time, but the kind of friend who we've not spent a lot of time together, apart from the occasional running into each other and talking, or you know that we have a lot of mutual friends. We're friendly and we get along, but we've never hung out in social settings outside of like with other people.
Right.
So I see this guy. I haven't seen him in I don't know, a year or two.
Sure.
And so he recognizes me right away. I see him. Oh, hey man, what's up? Give each other a hug, and then he goes, oh, you know what, man? Like, I just moved around here. Do you live around here? I said, oh, yeah, I don't live too far from here, actually. He goes, well, we should hang out sometime. That'd be great. And, of course, me, the fear that strikes into me when someone suggests that we should hang out, even someone that I like, is immediately like, well, now what do I have to say to get out of hanging out with someone? Because the very idea of leaving my home casts a fear over my whole body. It's not that I wouldn't want to hang out with someone.
Right.
It's just that, how do I explain? The cancellation of plans is a celebration for me.
Right.
If we have plans to go out, and we're all dressed to go out to dinner, and we're going to meet with friends, and then one of those friends says we can't make it, the celebration that occurs for me is it's like a parade, Joe.
Right.
It's a whole exciting experience where then I put on pajamas at 5 p.m. and I go out, sit
No,
on...
I get that too, because that's the only time that you can actually have free time.
Yeah.
Is when you've planned a chunk of time to do something else,
right?
And then you don't have to do it.
So you already know that you got everything done you needed to get done, and so there's that time to just be home. And when you are constantly, like, I'm running around town all the time and doing stuff, it's very rare that, like, Juliet and I get to just watch TV. So I celebrate the cancellation of plans. Anyway, I digress. So I'm joking, of course. If this guy wanted to hang out with me, I've known him for a long time. He's a nice dude. Of course I'd want to hang out. But a part of me goes, okay, well, now I've got to prepare for that. And again, by the way, a great deal of this is on my parents for having, and my mom knows this. We talk about it all the time. My mom gave me this gene 100% because they never hung out with anyone my entire life. It was just the three of us my whole life.
Yeah, you're like cave people.
It was just the three of us hanging out and watching the news and go like, man, I don't agree. Like, that's my whole adolescence was the emotions of, yes, that's great, sports, and then like, well, I don't agree with that. That's the whole thing, and just the three of us doing that all day long.
Yeah.
Which I believe is an accurate representation of my personality to a T. Those three things. So, and this is not, I love that I have this gene. It's just that it's put me in a difficult situation because in this scenario where someone wants to hang out with me, I now get a weird cold sweat.
Gut reaction.
I have to remind myself, no, Andy, you like this person, you'd like to hang out.
Interaction is okay.
The moment comes, hey man, I would like to hang out. Here's my phone. Why don't you put your number in there so I have it? Now you understand that this is the way around that doesn't work for me. Because I don't know my phone number, and I'm now holding his phone. The way that it works for me would have been to preemptively hold my phone, go through, get my contact, look at it, then act as if I already knew it.
Or ask him for his number.
Right.
Or just text or call his phone. He knows his number.
Right.
Just be like, I'll call you right now, and then your number
all of these are what should have happened.
Do you need a handler?
Let me explain. So he hands me his phone, and in lieu of doing anything, I choose the option of doing nothing. Which is to just look at the phone, and in my mind, the gears are turning very slowly as to what to do next. I'm just staring at this phone, and he's going, yeah, just throw that number in there.
Yeah.
Yep. Just go ahead and put your number in.
Each second is feeling like a minute.
And I'm just like my hands shaking at this point, and I don't know. Because now I forgot what I was supposed to do. Now I've looked at the phone long enough that it doesn't mean anything to me.
Now
and
you're
I'm just
holding a man's phone.
And I'm just looking at a thing in my hand.
A long 10-second pause, and then, no.
So I don't look up at him. But I can see that he's like, gesturing and doing stuff. And finally he goes, and this is the most heartbreaking moment where I snap into a ridiculous story to get out of it. He goes, look, man, you don't have to give me your phone number. And he reaches to take the phone back, and I go, no. And then I proceed to tell a story that I don't know where it came from, but I really love it.
Well, we got to hear the story.
That the government...
Oh, my God. This guy thinks you hate him.
He's probably telling this story to his friends. And he's like, and then this motherfucker starts talking about the government.
Exactly. I said
why he can't give me his phone number.
That during the presidential election, both political parties had used my number as like a patsy in their world, and I was getting bombarded with calls from both political affiliations all day long.
Yeah. I shouldn't even be talking.
And I needed to get off of the grid. I use the term "get off the grid," and so I had to change
in your bug out shelter, in your panic room, under the ground.
And so I had to change it to where I no longer have a way of being contacted.
Oh, this is brutal.
It's
so long-winded.
He's like, answer me this, Andy. How do you get anything done?
Yeah. All right. Here's the saving grace.
Nobody contacts you?
Here's the saving grace.
You're kind of busy.
I a friend of mine is a high school principal, and he contacts the families and students
Right.
and calls them through the directory. But he has it set to where they can't contact him because he'd been inundated with calls all the
Right,
time.
yeah.
The calls get rerouted to his work phone,
Right.
but his cell phone he makes calls with. When he makes calls, though, it is set to come up with no caller ID or anything.
Okay.
So I had a long time ago activated that on my phone. And so I did not have any caller ID. I have no caller ID, and I have no way of anybody really calling me. I only have a way of like writing out or whatever. I don't have any.
Oh, actually, when you text me,
It just shows up. Yeah, it doesn't show up as a number.
It's just words.
So there is truth to the idea that when I call out or text out, there is no number that
Right.
shows up.
Yes.
So I've told him this ridiculous story
Yes.
about the government taking away my phone. And then I go, well, I can, why don't you do this? Why don't you give me your number? When I call you, it'll come up as no, like I don't have a number.
to prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I call him and it comes up, no caller ID, unlisted phone address. And he
Yeah.
looked at me with the face
Right.
of someone who has just been proven wrong, despite the fact that he never said anything about me being wrong. But I
Right.
know that he thought I was wrong.
Right. Well, because you were.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So you're like, well, why don't you call that back,
Yeah.
buddy?
Yeah, that was the face of a guy who's like, I know I've been bullshitted, but somehow this all added up.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
I guess we'll hang out soon.
Yeah, you've been professionally bullshitted.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So then we said bye to each other, and he texted me, and then I texted him, and I said, hey, sorry about all that phone awkwardness. But we got through it, and then he was the only other person in the grocery store, and he stood behind me in line.
Oh, God.
And we pretended not to see each
Ooh,
other.
Oh, you did the pretend.
Yeah.
Double goodbye.
Yep, it's like a
is
split-second
terrible.
decision.
Yeah.
You either acknowledge, they're like, well, we already said everything we have to
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
and
I've
you talk
had-
about how you have nothing else to say,
Yeah.
or you just pretend that you don't see
Dude,
each other.
the triple goodbye.
But
Oh,
the fact
it's
of the
the
matter
worst.
is, look,
Goodbye in the room. Goodbye outside the building, and then
Yeah.
you find out that you park next to each other.
Oh, that was my nightmare.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than a premature goodbye. Well,
and we're very excited to have him here. Some of you guys might know him from his work on YouTube as Social Repose, and thank you for coming down. But you said you kind of live in a remote place, so you get to have quiet.
I finally moved out of my mother's basement.
nice.
Yeah, it was great, and
You spread your wings.
I flew over, and
That was a cheap one. I'm sorry.
That was good. Yeah.
Low hanging fruit. I had
there we
to.
go. And I moved a couple hours south towards Richmond because I was in DC, and I just was looking for like a really remote kind of like I wanted a house because I wanted to do crazy things with YouTube. And I just rented out this, like mid-size, like single-family home in the middle of nowhere. I have no neighbors. I like cornfields in every direction.
So your house is just set and ready for a horror
It's just
movie.
a house, and like it's on 7 acres of land.
Wow.
Just of nothing, and it's
Yeah.
it's kind of perfect. Like I love it. I mean, it's very quiet. And there's no humans, but
Yeah.
it's nice. And then occasionally I come out to LA and like get my
Yeah.
social in.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're good for a couple months.
And your costume, no one would look at it twice out
Exactly.
here. Yeah.
Well,
You can
no,
walk
actually,
around.
it's almost a little more scary because people aren't like if I walk around in LA in full outfit,
Yeah.
like it's almost like people don't even look because like they're numb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't think twice about it. You're just like, okay.
Well, I'll be honest with you. When I first moved out here, obviously I have a history of costumery that's not dissimilar to yours, and I found it very disconcerting the fact that I was no longer like getting followed in stores. I liked it, but it was also like growing up where I did on a consistent basis. If I walked into like a Walgreens and walked to the back,
would stop
an
you or
employee would
something,
come and walk and just like look at me like. They're just keeping an eye in case I steal things, which I always thought was funny because I was wearing skin-tight clothes. Where the hell would I hide anything? I'm the one guy that isn't hiding anything. I'm barely hiding the thing that I do have down there. Anyway,
Walking around with your dick out in stores all day.
that's what I'm trying to say is that I mostly walk around with my dick out in stores, and I don't know why people follow me. A couple weeks ago, I think was it 2 weeks ago?
Could have been.
We, I don't know. We asked some of you, asked all of you, to submit your version of what a Joe-themed cereal might be. The winner, of course, wins an Andy Show and the Andy Show T-shirt.
Yes.
And Joe, I mean, what we're going to do now is we're going to look through these. You've taken a look. You think maybe you see some winners in there?
They're all winners, personally.
How do you feel about having a cereal about you?
Well, as a lover of cereal,
Sure.
I've thought that I
And just a lover in general.
And quite a lover in general.
Yeah.
I've always thought that I should have my own cereal.
That's a face
That's
I
it,
want to
yeah.
wake up to right there.
Look at that. Look at that lover.
For that intense way to
Yeah.
start your
Okay,
day.
so do we have the information here? First of all, we'll get to your balls in a second. Mini
I had a
Andy
nickel.
inside every box.
That's almost exactly the same size as Little Orphan Andy right there.
But
Yeah.
you know what I like about it? Is the
He smokes.
yeah.
he's smoking a cigarette.
He's got a. I don't know if you can see that. He's got a cigarette there.
and it
There's
has a
little-
number for complaints at the bottom.
yeah.
Wow.
It says
this is
there-
accurate.
for-
Should we call that number?
That might-
A typical.
Please hold.
Should we leave
We're
a voicemail?
sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me leave a voicemail.
All right.
To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hi. So I'm looking at your box here of Joe's Choco Balls. It says here that there's for complaints that I should dial this number. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I have some complaints.
Mini Andy was out of cigarettes.
Yeah, it says in the box that it comes with Mini Andy inside, and the Mini Andy did not have a giant cigarette on his hand or those sunglasses. So, and I'm gonna be very honest with you, the Choco Balls themselves were a little dry. So, anyway, this is just a concerned customer. You can call me back anytime. A nice photo of you looking up at these streamers, going, "Hey, look at those streamers."
Oh, you guys, we've got a call,
got a call?
coming in from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Okay.
Okay.
Joe Flanders' grandmother's house.
Hi.
Hello.
Is this who I think it is? Is this Andy?
Hey! You got it.
Sorry, I just kind of like woke up. That's why I sound kind of weird. But like, this is fucking crazy.
It is crazy.
I want to thank you for actually calling me. I
Absolutely.
wasn't expecting
You should list your
it
complaint.
to actually happen, but thank you so much.
I gotta go with Joe's because I like the name the most.
Joe's.
Yeah, Joe's.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you to everybody who submitted.
Yeah, thank you so much. You're all incredibly talented, and we
For
appreciate
real.
the submissions.
These are great.
I wish we could make the cereal for real.
Yeah.
But all we can really do is just send you a T-shirt. Juliet's got like the hybrid.
Yeah.
It does a whole song when you turn it on and turn it
Oh,
off.
yeah.
When you turn it off, it goes. Da-na-na-na-na.
Thanks again for buying me.
Yeah, and when you turn it on, it goes. That's exactly
It's
the
like
noise it
living
makes.
in a
And there's an
futuristic
animation of
dream.
leaves on the little screen.
Oh, that's quite pleasant.
Is it the
Almost sounds like
Jurassic,
Jurassic
Park
Park
theme
song.
song?
It's also the exact melody of that song New Year's Day that we did.
Oh, yeah.
It's the start the countdown. It's the same melody. And she got the car during that, and I was like, did I steal that melody from the car? Like I couldn't remember if I wrote
That
it
would be
before
hilarious.
then, or did I steal the melody
Yeah.
from the car?
Somebody should do an essay of this
Yeah.
is where you actually got all your melodies from.
Yeah, did I steal that melody from the car? Ladies and gentlemen, we have patrons. You
Yes,
are
we do.
them. You are the ones. And one of them, of the ones, has a birthday today. And what is that birthday of the one's name?
The name of whom?
The name of whom?
Lacey Jones!
Yeah!
Of course!
Lacey Jones.
Not lazy, Lacey.
I said Lacey.
He's being critical.
Lazy Jones.
He's being critical of you, Lazy Jones. Lacey, happy birthday. Don't let Joe ruin it for
Let
you.
it be a very active and enjoyable birthday, Lacey.
Lazy ass Jones. We have two new deluxe patrons we'd like to say hello to. Sarah Brown.
And Yasmin. God.
You're doing great today. Yasmin Khan. Professional show. I obviously was active on all the social medias. My LiveJournal predates my, like, the Andy MySpace stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. The LiveJournal was in high school, like maybe junior high and high school, and I mostly was just lies. Like most of my LiveJournal was me telling stories about a way that I would like the world to see me. which is sort of funny when you consider that it's supposed to be a diary.
Yeah.
That
But
I
it's
was
your
writing.
diary.
It's a diary that I was writing about things that weren't happening.
Yeah.
Like shows that in my rock band that didn't exist that I was playing and all kinds of shit. And I remember one time this girl that I liked had written in her LiveJournal about how she was really excited because she had seen that I had a show coming up the next week and that she was going to go to my show.
Busted.
And I remember thinking like, I'll probably feel bad about this later. But at the time, I didn't because I was, a hormonal teenager.
You're like, yeah, see you there.
At the time, I was like, at the time, I was stoked because this is this girl that I like and she's going to come see my show. But the problem is, not a real show.
Right.
Didn't have one.
Yeah.
Did you list a location?
Yeah, it was going to be in an
Abandoned building.
abandoned warehouse.
Yeah. 21 plus, by the way.
Abandoned
Sorry,
warehouse
can't get in.
on the west side of Cincinnati, underneath. If you heading into the west side of Cincinnati out of the city, there's a bunch of like bridges that go up into Price Hill or down into like Delhi and Western Hills.
Yes.
And I had said that the party that was going to happen that my band was playing was in a warehouse that I had driven by before with my dad underneath those bridges, which is just like it was a terrible all that stuff.
Imagine this poor girl showing
by yourself.
This whole elaborate lie where I'm playing a Halloween party that didn't exist. My person that I am in terms of like publicity and everything else was completely sculpted by two men in their mid-40s in the twilight of their career. I was taught to speak that way in interviews.
Nice.
And I think that I do carry myself that way.
You're already in the waning phases.
Yeah, I
On your way
speak.
up.
I'm a person in my mid-20s who I do find myself often speaking as though I am 48 years old and like the young kids that no one actually
Nobody
gave a
was
shit
gonna
enough
go.
to follow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because that could it would have been interesting if one of your friends was like, "Hey, man, I went to the show, but I didn't see you there."
Yeah.
And then you could have trapped him in a lie.
Yeah.
While also outing yourself as lying.
I would have needed one of my friends to be a person, though.
Exactly.
First,
Yeah.
and not just kiss VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Sure.
My friends were mostly VHS tapes of Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley doing interviews in their early 40s. That was
in their
early 40s.
Okay.
So they were at a point where they were still pushing their career,
Right.
but they had also had enough that they weren't quite like cocksure. They were like a little bit introspective. I like to think that 100% of my person that I am in terms of like publicity and everything else was completely sculpted by two men in their mid-40s in the twilight of their career. I was taught to speak that way in interviews.
Nice.
And I think that I do carry myself that way.
You're already in the waning phases.
Yeah, I
your
speak
way
as
up.
I'm a person in my mid-20s who I do find myself often speaking as though I am 48 years old and like, the young kids. Welcome back to the Andy Show. As promised, we have a guest today, Romeo Lacoste. Not lactose.
Not lactose intolerant either.
He's not lactose
nice.
intolerant. And I know that that's what you were all wondering. Many people have written in and said, I know you're going to have Romeo on the show. Can he drink milk? And
I've been texting you about it every day.
yeah.
Can't-
Well,
it's
are you
keeping
vegan
me
or
up at night.
vegetarian?
I'm vegan.
Okay,
vegan.
so you cannot drink milk. You're
drink-
lactose disinterested.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm not intolerant, but I'm voluntarily uninterested.
Yeah.
There you go.
First of all, I know that you don't like to drink milk, and I know that you do tattoos.
That's
And
true.
today I want to learn more things.
Okay.
So many of our viewers know who you are. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got started in the tattoo world and how that kind of blossomed into you becoming a tattoo celebrity?
Of course. So I actually got my start in the Warped Tour scene.
Yep.
I started going to Warped Tour and kind of meeting the bands and stuff probably around like 9-10 years ago when I was like 17, 18. And then I started tattooing some of the bands on Warped Tour. I've tattooed, Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, A Day to Remember, a ton of those guys. And just started going on tour, on Warped Tour. Kind of grew my following that way. And then I moved to LA and then started tattooing, the Hollywood celebrities, anywhere from, Justin Bieber to Ariana Grande. So that's kind of how I got my start. So, yeah.
Did you hear that? He's tattooed Justice Bieber.
I love Justice Bieber.
Crime-fighting beaver.
Yeah.
To catch everybody up, I went to this barber. I had just dyed my hair black, maybe a day beforehand, which then leaves a stain on your scalp that washes away after like 2 or 3 shampoos, but there's still a stain there. And so I often like to dye my hair beforehand so that when it's cut down and shaved on the sides, the stubble is still black, so it matches, because then it goes down to
Then
the
you
root.
don't have to dye the stubble later.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, but this time around, I thought, I don't want to do that, and this is why. Because when I went to this barber, they looked at the stains on my skin, and long story short, they believed that I had like a
condition.
A condition.
Yeah.
That was a very severe condition that would require
Everybody lining up.
Yeah,
Weighing
so
in on
every barber that works in this place were incredibly nice and incredibly encouraging, because when they asked me, by the way, the only reason that they believe this is they took me at my word, and given that I am so weird and socially awkward and get so nervous, they said, "Do you dye your hair?" And I said, "No." I don't know why I said no.
You thought they might be judging you.
Yeah.
You said yes.
No, because the way he worded it, I remember he goes, "You don't dye your hair, do you?"
Oh, he had to do you.
Yeah, and I was like, "No."
Denial.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not just a river in Egypt,
No.
as they said. And so I said no, and then they immediately, instead of just I don't know if this was to make me feel stupid for clearly having dyed hair and they were just fucking with me, or if they were just so trusting and such nice guys
Sure.
that they said, okay, well then clearly something is wrong. Because they started telling me about how I needed to take grapeseed oil and go to these specific doctors
Right.
and everything else, and I had something like that, and then it went away. And so this one guy has a legitimate problem that apparently emulated just me having dyed hair, and he had to go away by taking these things. So he's giving me all these, whatever.
And you didn't want to make him feel bad by saying, "Oh, I'm just lying."
I'm just lying to you. I do dye my hair.
I'm sorry you had that problem.
But you're much cooler than me, and you make me nervous.
So I'm going to keep lying.
So you just have to not. Oh yeah, I'll get that.
By the way,
Grapeseed oil.
every barbershop I've ever gone into, any salon, anywhere where anyone does pretty much anything, I immediately am afraid of all of them. And as soon as they put the cape on me, I start sweating profusely. If I ever wear like a gray shirt or a white shirt,
Yeah.
I am just dripping in sweat. You can see it when you take it. I don't know what it is. I have some sort of like reaction.
Barbers.
Yeah. Anyway.
Bad experiences.
Well, that fucking Floyd's thing that we talked
Oh,
about.
that's true. Yeah.
Anyway, so I got nervous. I said that I didn't dye my hair.
Right.
I left there, and as we said, I will never go back there again.
Right.
Well,
Did you go back?
yesterday came, and I said I need to get a haircut before Warped Tour. I won't
do
be
you
able to
go?
get my haircut for a long time. I've got a limited amount of time.
Right.
This is the time to do it. Let's go over there. I said, surely I will not. There's like 8 guys that work there. There's no way, A, that they will remember, or B, that I'll get the same guy.
Right.
Because I'm going to walk in and just say, first available.
Yep.
Because they go, hey man, how you doing? Is there a particular barber that you'd like to see? I go, first available.
Yep.
I sit down. Well, the first available is the fucking guy who cut my hair last time.
And how could they forget?
Yeah.
I
So
remember.
I sit down, and he is notably not saying anything to me.
He was expecting you to be dead by this point.
Let's
because of your
remember,
injury.
by the way, that I noted that I did not dye my hair before this.
Yeah.
So now it is
Right.
very clear
That you did.
that I did lie to him, and
Yeah.
that my natural hair color is not dark black.
Yeah.
So I don't say anything about. I'm sweating the whole time, sweating.
Yep.
Time to lie again. I don't remember saying that.
I've never been here before.
So.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So I'm the whole time I'm getting my haircut, I'm mulling over whether I'm going to say anything about the
Right.
previous time
Yeah.
or not.
Sure.
And then I decide, okay, when the haircut is done, regardless of what it looks like, I'm going to be effusive with my praise and then say to him, by the way, what was your name? As if to say, we have met before, because we have not said a word to each other the whole time he's cutting my hair.
Oh,
and so, and he goes, my name is whatever, I can't remember.
Right.
That's
I'm
a
so
weird
nervous.
name.
Yeah. And I go, hey, I'm Andy. And he goes, yeah, I've cut your hair once before. You told me that your natural hair color is black.
Oh!
He got right to the point.
And I'm now sweating
Wait, at what point was this?
at the end
Oh,
of
it
the
was
haircut.
thank God he waited till the end.
And
But
I go,
still.
I don't know if I did that. He goes, no, you did. He goes, and then he goes, and this is the weirdest part, like angry at me. He goes, because it is, right? Your natural hair color is black, right?
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. He
And I-
was not pleased.
No, and I went, yeah. I go, yeah, it is. And because now I'm mad that he's mad, so now I'm being just lying, but defiantly.
So now you're really not going back there.
No, because after
calling you out.
listen, it's not done. It's
You're
not
yet.
done.
You're not done yet.
It's not done.
Okay.
Because after I've defiantly said in his face, yes, my natural hair color is black, despite the fact that it's clearly not, that he has been cutting my hair that is not black, I am saying to him it is.
Yeah.
And then I go, do you take cash or do you want card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
How do we end this?
He goes, card is fine. So I walk up, and he says how much it is.
Yeah.
I grab my phone. I'm sweating still and nervous. So I keep my cards with my phone in the case.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to open the fucking thing and it won't open, and I'm like peeling it. And the other guys are talking to me about my tattoos.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody always wants to talk to you
Sure.
about, hey, what's that fucking thing on your?
Yeah.
Rifling through it. My card is not in there.
Oh,
and I have no
God.
cash.
Oh.
Time to spin another yarn.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say, so I just start saying all kinds of random things.
Like what? Communism is real.
No, like well, I don't know what to do. I don't maybe can I transfer you money? Like I don't know what to do. I'm sweating. And then before they can say anything, I just take off running.
Oh my God.
Out of the place.
You did a dine-in
And
dash
I
with a
yell,
haircut?
I'll be right back. I didn't look. I take off running. I know.
It's hard to get away with that when they've already seen you before.
Look, I don't live far away from here. The thought is that my car is parked directly in front of the place.
Right.
If I sprint the 2.5 miles that it is, they will see that I've left my car.
Because they'll know it's your car.
Clearly, I'll have to come back. I parked right in front. They saw me get out of the fucking car. One person at least knows that that's my car. So I start running. Now, the thing is
That man stole a haircut.
that I am not... Look, I'm not the best runner in the world, and I didn't know that really until I got about halfway through this 2-mile run.
Well, I'm sure you weren't in running shoes.
85-degree heat in jeans, is running as fast as I can, like Forrest Gump. And so finally, I get home like 25 minutes later.
Without your car.
Now my car is still there.
So your logic was that by keeping your car there, they'll
It's
see that you're
collateral.
running. Yeah. Okay.
I have to come back for
But
my
it will
car.
take longer to come back if you don't have your
Sure,
car.
So
but
assuming that the one person who saw you get out of the car was there, it was there at the time you ran off.
yes,
They'll know that it was
I
your
didn't
car.
know what to do, guys. I just took off,
So if
and
you-
I was running.
Okay, all right. So you get home. 25
I get
minutes
home. Juliet says, "What's going on?" I say, "Don't talk to me. I'm tired. I'm not wearing a shirt anymore. I'm just carrying my shirt. I'm sweating." I said, "Hey, I left my card here. I can't talk right now." And she's like, "Oh, okay." But for some reason I'm mad now. So I'm like,
Right.
I'm mad that I did this to myself. So I'm just being very angry about it.
Yeah.
I need to get my fucking card. So I go into the kitchen. I'm rifling around. I left it in the kitchen. So I get it. I say, "Bye, honey. I gotta go." And I walk outside and realize, fuck, I gotta run all the way back now.
You're like, oh, I should have taken my car.
Yeah.
So
I
could
wish I
drive
had
back.
driven. I wish I had driven. Because now I have this card that I can go pay them, but it's going to take me 25 minutes to get back. So I say, fuck it. I just start running, just full like stitch in my side, put my arms above my head. I get back and they're all like, oh, hello.
Yeah.
I pay. I gave like the highest possible tip you could give. I think I gave him more tip than what the haircut was. Let's remember that the first time I went there, I gave him just cash in any amount. I gave him like
you just handed
$65 in cash
And ran away.
and ran away.
You're the guy that runs away from his haircut every time.
He's a good tipper, though.
Yeah.
So, but they were
always
nice.
comes back.
Look, these guys have been endlessly nice and endlessly professional. The one guy gave me a little bit of shit, right? Because
Right.
I did lie to his face
Yeah.
and all of them. For no reason.
Yeah.
It's probably the fact that they were trying to help you with all that stuff. that you
exactly.
t-
They
you
waste.
got
I
angry
wasted
this
their
time.
time.
They just
Yeah.
keep giving you opportunities to come clean and
Yeah.
you won't do it.
Yeah.
You just double down every time and then run away.
Yeah, and then I run away, and then I run back and I pay him real quick, and then I run away again.
That man-child does not like confrontation.
And like I didn't know what to do. I kept trying to shake their hands every time they were trying to hand me like a receipt and shit. I went around and I shook every barber's hand in the whole place.
Hope you threw it.
Yeah.
God bless.
Guys that didn't have
you guys
anything
are
to
doing-
go
you're
up.
doing
Hey,
great
thanks so
work.
much.
Yeah.
Appreciate everything. Thank
Yeah.
you. Guy cutting someone else's hair.
Really respect what you guys do here.
Yeah, you're doing God's work here. This
One
is,
guy walks in. He's a barber. Like he's one of the barbers who's just about to start a shift, and he's fist pounds all the other barbers. I put my hand up to get fist pound.
Yeah,
Of course,
you get in
I'm
on
not
that.
part of it.
Love what you're doing here, buddy.
Now this is actually in Los Angeles.
Oh, that was on one of your trips.
No, this was when I first moved to LA. That was this is right before the Knives and Pens
This would
video.
be like spring 09.
This would have been before you and I
Like
met.
March,
Yeah.
February. Well, we met the year before you moved. Well, no, did you move and then go to Georgia? Or did you move
I moved.
after Georgia?
Yeah, I moved and then went to Georgia.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
would be before Georgia. So this would be like 08, early.
Yeah.
late
And that, but
08.
it was at the same apartment complex that I was living at.
Yeah, over by.
And then
Warner.
this was I made this in an early version of Photoshop.
Yeah.
That's when we were putting out the Knives and Pens
Yeah.
video.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That was it. What I like about this outfit is that I kept my keys, my car keys,
Sure,
on,
practical.
and
During performance.
I had a sunscreen attached to my keys. We have two guests today. Joe, who do we have
We've
sitting?
got Johnny and Alex.
Hello, Johnny and Alex.
Hello.
I don't know why I'm on
I
here.
don't
Well, we invited you, and you've made a great impression so far.
Fantastic.
How are you guys doing?
We're good.
We're good.
Now, before we started here, you mentioned that this photo behind me is the first photo or the first selfie you took together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually the first photo in
I
general.
didn't
like, of
expect
us
to see
together.
that here.
It's a
go
good
deep here.
conversation piece, though. So I remember this. This is before we filmed the video where we didn't know each other. Like before this, we didn't meet, and we
Hence
actually,
the first one.
Yes. Yes.
Most
exactly.
people don't know each other before
Yes.
they know each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this was like the first video we ever filmed because we like do YouTube, and
Yeah.
we actually had to kiss in that video. So
Yeah.
this
Did
was,
you have to? Was this your plan? We're like, let's do a video where
I
we
think
kiss.
it was. No, I think
I
it
mean,
was. It was a
Joe
truth
and
or
I
dare
do those
video.
videos all the time.
Exactly. Yep.
We're like, well, we have to.
I guess we have to kiss.
Well, I mean, neither of us have ever kissed anybody really.
No,
so
it was,
Oh, wow.
it was the most awkward experience.
So
ever.
in that video, which is now
Sorry,
deleted.
what? You've still never kissed anybody, or
No, now
Yeah.
Oh.
now we're like bros for sure. But
Now
No,
you're
they're kissing all the
wait,
time.
Now you're
I don't think
bros.
so.
no.
Now you guys are
We're
bros.
not gonna do it on camera.
All right.
I'm not that confident.
Now they're bros. I don't know what that means.
But on
He
the,
goes, now we're bros.
Yeah,
Oh no,
cool.
pros. My bad.
Oh, pros.
Pros.
Oh,
Kissing
you're a
pros.
professional.
No,
Oh.
not actually.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
not at all.
That's
All right, so
Um,
so you set up a video where you had to kiss, right?
Yes, yeah.
Who
and-
set that up? Who decided that you had to kiss?
So it was a truth or dare video, and we had our friend go through and pick like the dares, and of course
And they
were
wrote down
like,
that, so
yeah,
we kind of had to do it.
and it was just
Okay.
one of those things that was kind of like,
We kind of saw it coming a little
yeah,
bit, but
I thought so, but I didn't expect to actually do it. Like I thought I was
it kind
gonna
of
just
hit
be-
like reality when
Yeah.
when we pulled it out, and we were like, oh,
I guess we have to do this now.
yeah.
There was a minute there of like,
Reality happened.
And I
when they
really-
pulled it out.
I really messed up on it. I like grabbed her face. I looked like I was trying to eat her face.
I think you were.
It was really embarrassing.
Well, it was your first kiss.
yeah, I mean, pretty much. I think
Neither
I
of
think
us
so.
ever kissed like anyone. So
Yeah,
it
Wow.
it
was,
wasn't
yeah,
like, I
like,
never like dated anyone.
But I like that you went
so.
for the hand on the face. That's
Yeah,
a confident.
it was-
That's a power
It kind of
move.
looked like Predator, like trying
It's
to
like
eat
the
somebody.
neck
It was really bad.
Oh, I'm an old grandpa scene king, so I have to ask you guys.
Yeah.
What goes in? Because I remember back in the day when we made like early 10-minute long YouTube videos. How
Yeah.
we'd have to edit in like Windows Movie Maker and
Yeah.
stuff. Do you
Oh,
guys
boy.
edit the
Yeah.
videos together?
Yeah,
or,
yes.
'cause
Oh,
this
well,
fascinates
together?
me because we're not YouTubers, so we want to know more about the world.
We
Like,
edit our own
We-
videos,
yeah.
but we do it with Adobe Premiere, I think it's called.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it takes like
See, it's an incredible skill set. The
Yeah.
reason I say this is because people don't give enough credit to you guys for all the work that you put into it.
No.
Constant
It can take
content.
a long
and making
time.
I mean, my
it so
videos are
professional.
terrible, but at least I edit them.
Sure, yeah, no, I mean, regardless, you're doing content every day. So, I mean,
Yeah.
we've had some
Yeah.
people on who do YouTube videos before, and the one thing I always say is that from my world, I think sometimes musicians, in particular guys in bands, don't give enough credit to the YouTubers. 'Cause remember, you guys
Yeah.
were on Warped Tour,
Yeah, they
and there's a
did,
certain,
yeah.
there's a division where bands are like, oh, the fucking YouTuber guys or
Yeah.
whatever. And the truth is, you guys put an exceptional amount of work into what you do, and
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of work ethic, so that's why we just do a talk show where
mean,
we
I-
talk to people about how they do. We do one
Exactly.
episode a week.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
cool
for
too
sure.
though. But like it can take a long time sometimes. Like there's videos where you can film for 20 plus minutes and it'll take you like hours and hours to edit, but there's videos you can film for 10 minutes and it'll take like an hour.
What about if you filmed for 20 hours and then it took you 20 hours to edit?
Yeah, I don't
It'll
know.
take you more than that.
And wait,
because you
but
have
wait,
to-
what about if you filmed for 30 hours?
Oh, and it took 30
you
hours?
30 hours to edit.
I don't know,
And
then.
one more thing.
Yeah, 40.
What about if you filmed for 40 hours, but it only took 10 minutes to edit?
Yep. I think it's time that we play the old toilet game.
Oh, the
Yeah.
age-old toilet game.
Oh yeah.
Is this a Russian roulette style game? Like
Certainly
always?
is.
All right.
Yeah.
Every other game we play.
Every week. Russian
So-
roulette style game. Can I ask, when you lose, what happens?
You get shot in the face
What?
at point blank
I thought
range
it might be. I thought it might be
Wait.
that.
with a Nerf gun.
Yeah.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, set us up. How do we play this game?
Well, in this game, you spend the old toilet paper, and whatever the number is, that's how many times you gotta flush.
Ooh.
Now, at a random point, some water's gonna spray out and hit you in the face.
Making you
So there is
Making
no
you
cards?
a loser.
No cards.
Fine. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Cards?
I would
Alright.
like to start. I've spun a 1.
One flush. Nothing?
Nothing. Satisfying.
All right.
Satisfying.
Okay.
Pat?
All right,
All
Pat.
right, here we go.
So
I
after
am
the
going
first
to
person's
spin.
out, then the next two will continue to play until we have a champion. 3.
3 for Pat.
Okay.
It's not you, it's gonna be me. 1,
1.
2.
Oh!
Got the sprayed.
I'm a loser.
All right.
So now it's just
Nothing to
between
worry about.
Andy and I.
Yeah, down to you and me here.
Yep. I haven't even gone yet, and I didn't lose.
Yeah.
I like this game. Well, it was a good spin. A good roll.
What do you got?
1.
1.
Survived.
Survived. All right, back to me.
Back to you.
2.
2. 1. Survived. We got some clean poops so far.
The cleanest of poops.
Clean boobs.
3. No. 1.
2. Oh!
Oh.
Damn it, Joe! Every week.
Spin that roll.
1.
Huh? Oh,
I'm the fart champion.
well, not yet.
No, you gotta
No,
get sprayed.
I'm just saying I'm the fart champion.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
But you didn't get
that.
sprayed there.
No.
Okay. I couldn't tell. That was like a kind of a happy.
That was a happy.
But it was like, ah!
Yeah.
It was in the middle. Kind of offensive.
Because I'm. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. All right.
Try
All
not
right.
to offend.
1.
Yeah, vindication, motherfucker!
There you go.
Oh, this is a great day for the Andy Show. Joe had brought up that there are a lot of comments about how people can't necessarily afford the $2 a month that it costs to watch this show. What we want to do now is to talk about what we did to make $2 back in the day, and possibly more dollars. At the
Exactly.
very least $2. Do you remember what minimum wage was when we were kids
I think it was 5.15.
in Ohio? Right? Yeah, I remember like around $5. What was it for you?
In Minnesota, I think it was like 4.
Yeah.
It may have been like
Four.
485 is in my head right
something
now.
like that.
Yeah,
But
I
worked
have,
at
I
the
have just
grocery
around
store.
5.
Yeah.
Like right around 5. So anyway, we had little odds and ends jobs when we were young. I think everybody did.
Yeah. Yep.
So I was probably able to afford $2, but I don't know. I will preface this by saying that every job I had was, as I've previously said, whimsical and silly.
Right.
I did not have any of your run-of-the-mill working at a grocery store
Sure.
or working at McDonald's. I didn't have any of those jobs. I had weird-ass jobs. But I want to know more because I think that I missed out on something in life not having your standard, kind of minimum wage first job.
Yeah. Well, before I was even 14, like I just liked the idea of having money. So I just like came up with weird ways to basically take classmates' money
Yeah.
without just straight up stealing it.
Yeah.
And so like I remember in 3rd grade, I had a friend who was a really good like artist in drawing and stuff.
And you just took all of his art supplies.
I just took all of his art supplies and
sold them. Yeah. And you were like, God, hot damn! I got a purpose.
So we came up with our own trading cards. It was a series called Alien Forces that I came up with, and he would just draw. I'd cut out paper, like construction paper, and then he'd draw them, and then we'd make like packs. And then I'd sell them for like 35 cents.
Yeah. What were you doing were you just the sales guy?
I came up with the names, and it was going to be a book series. So I did more of the book.
Joe found where they were storing the construction paper in the art room.
And, Joe was the big picture guy.
Joe was the free supplies guy.
Yeah.
And it was, we had those desks where there was kind of like it wasn't the lift up ones,
Oh,
I never had the lift up.
Oh, I did. It was brutal.
Yeah. I just had the ones where it was just like, there was the desk, and then underneath it, you could just put stuff in there.
Yeah, the problem with the lift up is, what do you do? Like, I had it probably around like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. We had lift ups. Yeah. And if you had books or shit on top of your desk, you'd have to take them off and put them somewhere else, and then put things inside. It's not a good design.
No, and I'm glad I didn't have it.
Yeah.
But so in my little like cubby or whatever, there was just stacks of quarters and shit from kids buying my trading cards.
A little black book of who owed you 35 cents.
Hustling people. Well, I had
your thumb-breaking calendar.
I had something similar, but it was not. I was not. It was just me.
I have more.
Oh, you have more?
Yeah,
all right. Sorry, I would like to know.
Just we can go through the whole.
I thought you were done.
Oh no, it's quite all right.
It gets worse.
Yeah, it does. I sold Jolly Rancher suckers when those were a new thing.
I actually remember other people doing this.
Oh, really?
I had kids at my school that sold candy to other kids.
Yeah, I would buy I'd ride my bike to the grocery store and buy like the bulk bag of Jolly Rancher suckers, and then sell them individually for like a quarter.
Did you like that the name was fun for you? Like, oh, you're selling them to these suckers?
I'm sure that I said that a lot.
Yeah.
Not to the people I was selling them to.
But to yourself after they walked away.
Exactly. It's like, this suck. I also would make, I would take CDs, and then I had
compact discs.
I apologize.
C discs or compact Ds.
Compact
you can
Ds.
use any of those if you'd like.
I would take compact Ds, and I had that boombox that you could play the CD and then record directly onto a C deck.
C disc.
Deck, cassette.
Cassette tape.
Tape.
Yeah,
C tape.
Yeah.
C tape. So I would record.
Little tease.
But the problem is that the tapes wouldn't be long enough to get the whole album.
Yeah.
So I would just fade out on songs 2 minutes in, and then hope that they would notice. I actually had somebody demand a refund.
It was a sampler. So wait a second. You were pirating music as a child?
Big Willie Style was the album.
What the fuck? What a grifter! That as a child, he's stealing music from Will Smith.
Yeah.
And then the kicker was that a friend and I, we started a flavored sugar business where we would take Kool-Aid packets and
just
mix it up with sugar
at school, dude.
Yeah, and so it looked like we just had bags of cocaine.
Yeah.
Colored cocaine, and we called it Thunder Sugar. And we'd walk around like a plastic or like a lunch bag full of plastic bags with powder in them. And we even got to the point where we would hide, like, every 4th bag has a free bag coupon inside of it.
What the fuck? You're a legit, child drug dealer who is pirating music.
Bagging powder
and
sugar.
Reselling, retail items at a marked up value. You were just a full-on grifter as a child.
Yeah, and we expanded to other classrooms, and that's when we got too big. We were too big. And we
flew too close to the sun.
Yeah. So the principal shut us down, talked to our parents, and first thought they did think it was cocaine.
Yeah. Poor Sharon. Always having these things.
I know. My mom had a tough run.
Yeah.
So that was elementary school.
Yeah.
Selling things.
Yeah.
Middle school, it was Pokemon cards. I would ride my bike to the card shop, buy them, and then sell them for twice the price.
Yeah, that's not uncommon. I remember that was a pretty big thing. I mean, I feel like a pansy because none of my businesses really First of all, took off to that degree, and
Or
second
even
of all, we're
blurred-
that unethical.
They didn't blur the drug dealing line at
Yeah,
all.
I drew pictures and did a sports weekly magazine that I had my dad photocopy at work, and that I sold the kids for like $1.50. But I took time. I drew pictures of the athletes. I had typed out information.
Yeah.
It was terrible, and I didn't sell many of them, but I was trying to give art and information to people about sports. But that's about it, really. I didn't have any other. You smoked me when it came to. Any kind of
Schemes?
child, yeah.
Scheming.
Did you do any really unethical things as a child and sell things to people?
Well, when I was like 12, one of my older cousins, he was
Scheming.
big time into like gangster rap and stuff.
Yeah, and he stole all kinds of gangsters'
He was like
guns.
14 or 15,
Yeah.
and he thought it'd be really cool to learn how to play dice. Like,
Oh,
where
okay,
you
yeah.
go up to the wall and you start hustling dice with people.
Yeah.
And I was visiting
Illegal.
my cousins,
Yeah.
and he taught my brother and I how to play dice. And that's
Is that also called craps?
well, there's different games you can play.
Okay, sorry. I didn't need to cut off your train of thought. I just wanted
That's one of them.
Okay.
I mean, you kind of need a craps table to play craps.
Yeah.
It's a.
Why is it called craps? I always feel like I was saying it wrong
I don't
when
know.
I first heard
No,
that
it's
term.
craps.
I was like,
Yeah,
is
it's
it really
craps.
called craps?
Yeah.
There's only so many words.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess
there's
you gotta double
there's a
up.
lot of weird innuendo things with craps. There's the come line and the don't come line.
Really?
It's kind of a
Craps kind of
it's like
little dirty game.
Dirty game there.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, but anyway, so
Gambling.
you learned dice.
So it's a dangerous skill to learn when you're 12
Yeah.
because you don't understand what it looks like to pull a bunch of 12-year-olds around in like a lunchroom
were you
and play
doing
craps.
money? Was it a money game or?
Yeah, we're just straight up playing for bones.
Yeah,
dude.
that-
Playing for lunch money?
I was not involved in nearly
Yeah.
as many illegal activities.
Yeah.
As
But that was I
should've
learned
been.
pretty quick that
Yeah.
that
Did it get
adults
busted?
don't. Yeah, like 20 minutes in,
Yeah.
some teacher walked by. He's like, "Are you guys gambling with dice?" And we're like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Oh, that's can't do that at school. All right.
Oh, okay. That was so funny when you said that thing.
Yeah, that was a natural laugh that I just gave too.
It really was,
I'm
yeah.
laughing like I imagine you're laughing at home right now. I hope that you're enjoying this look back. I know we are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember when we interviewed that person? And
Yeah.
they said that thing?
They said that crazy thing.
Let's watch that now.
Let's do it. On today's show, we have Chris A. Biersack, my father. Hello, Dad.
Gentlemen, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Great.
Good.
We were talking about it last week, is that I've been staying in hotels constantly my entire life.
Yeah.
And like you saying, oh, I've never stayed in a hotel that had room service. Like, I can't even imagine that but it's hard for me to remember that, like, in terms of perspective, from hockey into
Pretty much straight from
music,
the time
I've been
you were
staying
9
in
years
hotels
old.
every weekend for
Yeah.
most of my life,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that part of our relationship when it's not just the sports stuff, but when the band started, how like I would be on the stage doing the fog
Fog
machine.
lights. We got. We would
Yeah,
go to Home
that's
Depot.
dedication.
We would go to
And
Home
that's really
Depot.
awesome.
Our lights in the early days were fog lights for like a work.
Like the work lights?
Yeah, work lights.
Yeah.
And like halogen big
Mhm.
work lights.
Big ones.
And we would have them plugged into a power strip with the on-off switch. And so Dad would stand hiding behind the drum kit, and our light show was on, off.
Right, that was all we had.
off.
But
And
they
then
were
if you
really
got
bright.
If you got really
quiet.
creative, you would hit it like in to syncopate with the beats. It'd be
Right.
like, and the lights would be doing this. But only because someone is flipping on and off
Yeah.
a power strip.
And as soon as you guys stop singing for a second, you can just hear click, click.
Yeah.
We bought a light thing. We did have a light. We actually had a separate light thing, and it only had 3 light.
We had one
filaments.
big directional light that we would
Right.
just set facing the ceiling
Right.
in one way. So like from the right side of the stage, you'd have red, green.
Green.
It was slides.
Were these
so
like
it
the
was
lights
slides
to
and
get
chill.
at like Spencer Gifts and stuff?
No, it was
That had,
from,
like-
it was
actually-
like
Oh, yeah, they were the big ones.
from Guitar Center. It was just
Right.
a
Oh,
big,
cool, yeah.
It weighed about 78 pounds.
Yeah.
And it was a big,
Roughly,
giant
78.
light. It was this big, and then you would put gel slides in it, and it would switch from, it would make noise
Yep.
from green,
That was
red,
it.
orange, no like combo, and you'd have to flip the thing and it would go, and you would see the switch. for
we
the
would
color.
get props from what was it, the Halloween freak place or
Yeah, and we still have some in the. I was at the storage space the other day where Black Little Brides keeps all of our stuff, and you walk in and it's really disconcerting because there's like an 8-foot tall dead bride and a bunch of little babies that sit there.
Very welcoming.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, when he was young, we used to set this stuff up. I'd go up on the stage and I'd set all this stuff up, and you have to remember that was in the day of the the crab core, the deathcore people, and nobody was doing anything other than minimalistic, looking down at their shoes, stances
the
and everything.
theatricality
There was none.
Odd.
Right.
So
particularly in like a club setting.
It was so weird in a club for us to be going up on these stages and putting up these like floating brides
because it was also like the most
stage
and everything we had was so like DIY, like we're putting work lights on the stage.
Right.
Brides from a Halloween store that I've like painted and customized,
making our own banners and putting them behind.
I thought of the idea that it would be cool. We would go to card conventions a lot, and you remember?
Right. Oh, I remember. Go to the Muller card show.
My dad would take us all the time to the Muller card show in Cincinnati. But I would see at card conventions and Kiss expos that sellers of VHS tapes, like bootleg tapes, would have a TV that would be playing their wares. And so while we didn't sell a tape, I thought it would be cool to get a shitty TV, make a VHS of us performing, and then decorate it with all kinds of shit and put it at the merch table. So I had like a hand-painted giant ridiculous television that had a cutout photo of all of us that would just play on a loop about 3 minutes
next to the merch of their show.
A VHS recording of us performing.
Right.
So
when we used the Xbox, whatever it was,
we had a DVD too.
Right.
And we would use the Xbox and it would be underneath the table plugged into the AV cables.
That was our high tech stuff that we did.
Yeah, in those days it was a lot of you would use whatever you could to try to make it happen. So I think there's probably a lot of people that don't know how heavily involved you were in those early days with that.
Was there ever a question that you were going to be that involved? I mean, like did you have to decide like with work and everything else, like how you were going to be able to be that supportive?
I don't really think there was ever a question about it because Andy wanted it so badly from such a young age. I mean, I don't know of anybody who legitimately worked to brand himself and get his name out there as hard as Andy did when it came to the new age of social media. I mean, he was right on the MySpace thing from the get-go.
Oh yeah.
And he would rehearse, he would practice to be a rock star, if you will. I mean, I know that's kind of we joke about that, but there's a video that you guys made, they don't have to understand or they don't need to understand video where you see literally videos that we used to make. I don't know if people know
that all the videos that are being projected on my back behind me in that video are hours of footage that Pat has now, I think. And you actually saw some of it in the intro to the show where I would film myself doing something every day with the old like digital camcorder.
Yeah, a lot of times it would just be Andy filming himself. He would set the camera up or whatever.
There's the stuff in the living room though when you have the grandparents on the couch.
Yeah, what about Grandpa Beersack getting scared shitless while he's looking like Michael Graves of the Misfits?
If you look really closely in the intro to the show, you will see me with half skull makeup, singing aggressively at
his grandfather's face in the mustache. That's my favorite thing of the whole intro is that particular thing. But no, I mean, and he would rehearse and he was practiced for that.
Yeah.
He wanted to be in a band even when he was playing travel hockey at a younger age, but he was smart enough to realize that the only time he was going to be able to front a band, he was going to have a certain look and be of a certain age so that it worked. Right. So around the time that he became a teenager and he started learning how to play guitar and writing his own songs and everything else, that was the best time for him to start.
By the way. I still can barely. But back then it didn't really necessarily matter because the songs I was writing were like the worst Misfits songs of all time.
Well, you can play chords.
That's
the important
or
thing.
my own made up chords. But
I sent two.
Look at what's going on my head.
Are you hatching baby birds on your head?
It looks like it. Is this Cherry? Is this a cicada situation? If it is, it's a good reference to where I'm from. I just realized I can make this fart noise with my hand.
I never was able to do that.
Yeah.
My dad used to do it so loud when I was a kid. And I was always like, oh, one day I'll be able to do it.
What's the secret, Andy?
I don't know. I just figured it out. I could never tell you.
See,
I don't think I can.
Yeah, it's over now. Anyway, let's go on. Thank you, Cherry. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
We do the thing where if you're in the pool and you go like that.
And you squirt the water? Yeah, I could never do that either.
Yeah, I can't do that one at all.
No. Yeah. Could you do that one, Pat?
Yeah, I can do that, but I can't do the farting though.
Yeah, well.
You're squeezing too hard.
I can't, I'll do.
You're squeezing.
Let's go to the next one.
Okay, thank you, Cherry, for that one.
What I thought was Vladimir Putin, but actually is Dr. Phil talking to me. There I am as a cast member on Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I love this one. Yep.
Bree.
I like the 8-bit sunglasses.
Yeah, 8-bit sunglasses with Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Yeah.
Just floating.
And a motherfucking top hat.
That's pretty funny.
That's me.
Which
house or whatever am I going into? The sorting hat.
Well, yeah, which house would you be have that reaction to?
I've just been told that I'm in Hasselpush or whatever the hell the
Fucking Hasselpush. That sounds like the very German team.
Hasselpush. I'm in Hasselpush.
The worst of the
hashtag Hasselpush. Come to that time of the show. It's been a few weeks since we've played a game on the show. We know that that's something that you tolerate, is us playing games. We have had this game in studio for a few weeks, and we've decided that it is time to play it now. The game is called Gas Out. And, well...
Would you like me to explain it?
I would like you to explain it, yeah.
Okay, so... The name of the game is Gas Out.
Good place to start, Joe.
Thanks. By the way, we need batteries in this thing.
Oh, no, we're good. It's just not on right now. Gas Out. That was Gas Out. So, we each pick a card. And so my card is 2. So, turn on Mr. Gas Out.
Yeah.
And I would hit it 2 times.
And that's not a
So
fart.
he didn't fart.
Right.
So then you would go.
I draw a card.
Yep.
Ooh. Well, I don't know what this
so now
means.
Sends it back to
Sends
me.
it back to you.
Like Uno style.
Oh, all right.
So basically, you don't want to be the one that presses it down and gets the fart.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hit it again. Oh.
Well, actually, I would have to draw again.
Oh, okay.
1. So now.
You're definitely going to get a fart. No.
Oh.
Look at that.
So it's my
now
turn
it's
again.
Your turn.
No, I think it switches direction. So now it goes to Pat.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
I like how they're acclimatizing children to playing Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
good.
Russian
It's
roulette with a big stinky fart face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low stakes
Yeah.
Russian roulette.
Yep. Well, you got the a 4.
I have the guaranteed fart
You
card.
may be making.
You're going to make a fart, baby.
And when you fart, then
Get
you're
it
out.
up in that
I'm
mic.
gonna try to make this face if it farts.
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4.
Wow.
it's on its way. You can tell it's ready
All
to
right.
blow.
Let's
Now
try
it's
this
your
out.
turn.
My turn.
Yep.
Time for me to make a fart.
Yep.
I pulled a 2.
Okay.
So, ready? Mm-hmm.
Whoa! I don't like where this is.
Joe,
headed.
it has come back around to you.
I don't like this at all.
Good luck, Joe.
I'm gonna get the fart.
Per usual, you are going to be a
Oh yeah,
fart.
we forgot to say what the stakes were for making
Right.
it
So
fart.
when you fart, then you get hit in the face with Nerf guns.
Sure, that is the way that we end all of our
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's like each round. So like if I presumably, then I'll get hit in the face. Then you guys can continue playing.
Great.
Until
Yeah.
there's a clear winner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
1.
Ooh.
Maybe I can survive this.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm now getting. I feel
Well,
pretty
it's
strongly.
coming back
that-
to me right now. Let's see about
All right,
this.
let's give them the cards.
What did they? Do you think they came up with a name for this fart face that they've got going here?
Freddy, like Freddy the
Sending
Fart.
it
Is that-
back
Reverts
to Joe.
back to Joe.
Back to Joe.
damn
it
it.
goes.
Reverts back to Joe.
Okay, cards, please.
Here we go.
All right, Joe, you're up.
4.
Oh,
I'm fucked.
you
Here
might
we
be.
go. I might as well go get that Nerf gun.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. 1, 2,
Wow.
3.
Oh, Lord. Pat.
And now it's
No, now it's your
That's
turn.
you.
to send
Oh,
it back
because
the
it's
other
different.
direction.
God damn
Yeah.
it. X.
Oh, that means you don't have to go.
Oh,
Now it's to Pat.
I don't like all these trick cards in
Yes.
the thing.
Keeping it interesting here.
Here we go.
All right. Okay. And lucky 2.
2.
2. Pat drew
Better
a
be
2.
you. Ah!
All right. Well, you know what that means.
Yep. So we each get to.
Let's get 3. I'd say we got to shoot from Joe's chair, so you're gonna have to get up.
I'm fine with that. Hold on, Joe. Let me get up.
Right. Go. Hold on.
Do we each get 3 shots?
That seems excessive. Maybe 1 shot each.
Yeah, 1 shot each.
Hold on. I gotta go emo hair for the shot.
Yeah, emotional hair. Get that emotional hair down there.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you might want to do that. Ready?
Oh, damn it!
Missed the face. All right.
Ah, shit.
Here we go. Ready?
Oh!
We got
So
there.
lucky.
Missed him entirely.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so now it's
Lord.
just me and Andy, and so we get to shoot each other from our seats.
Oh no.
No, I get to fire too.
No, you're out.
What do you mean I'm out?
You're out.
You're
you
out.
farted. You're out.
Dude.
You farted.
Oh. So I don't even get to fire on somebody if they
No.
win.
No.
Oh.
No
Now
dice.
it's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
We can do another round. You can come back. Pat.
5.
5. Okay.
Ooh.
I had no
Confident.
fear. No
Confident
fear.
5.
No fear.
I don't have to go.
I have some fear now.
All right, back to you. Back to you.
I didn't before, but now I do.
Now a little bit?
Yeah. 4.
Oh, 4.
Yeah. Jesus.
9 in a row.
Ah. 1.
Damn! Damn it! Shit! Motherfuck!
Back to you.
1.
1. Ah, shit.
Damn it!
Where's the gun?
It's always been Joe's favorite sound, but
Getting
especially
past.
today.
Chair.
All right.
Where's the gun?
Oh, it's up here.
Oh, for safekeeping?
Yeah. I only have to face 1 shot though, which makes me happy.
That's true.
All right.
That's true.
Ah!
Oh, now he's a good shot.
Motherfucker.
So, should we do another round?
Right in the cheek.
I think we could do another round.
Let's do one more
I think
round.
we're getting a rhythm going here.
Get the rhythm.
We probably go speed round. Here, let's we'll pass it around, and then Andy can just draw the cards for everybody in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Speed round.
So, I think who goes first?
I guess I do, because I won.
Okay.
Yep.
All
there
right.
you go. Let
Joe
me
goes
take all
first.
these cards. I will be drawing the cards for everyone. Joe. 2.
Okay. And refill the gun there.
All right.
All right.
X. No turn for me.
Nope.
Oh.
Pat. 3.
3. Okay, back to me.
Joe.
Joe. 5.
Ah, shit. 4.
If I get hit again. Mother shit. All right. 1.
Ah.
Ooh.
Pat. Damn it. Reverts back.
Oh, back to Andy.
Ooh.
Back to me. Reverts back.
Oh.
We got
All right.
Reverts back.
Wow.
This was not
Got a
shuffled at
cluster.
all.
not shuffled, apparently.
3.
Okay.
Joe. X.
Oh. Over to
to
me.
Pat. X.
Oh, back to you.
Me. 2. Ah! How did I lose both rounds? Motherfucker. Fuck this game.
Take a seat.
Yeah, you gotta switch seats there.
Damn it. Dickhead.
Still a chance that we'll miss, though.
Yep, that's
Still a
true.
chance that we're gonna miss.
You want to sit in my seat?
I'll just shoot from right here.
Okay.
Damn it. You're gonna hurt me.
No. You'll be fine.
Wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? Ah! I don't want it. The last one stung.
All right.
I'm not like you. I can't handle it.
If you take a punch face.
Ah!
Oh! Stuck to the glass.
Could you feel it whizzing by?
Yeah. Ah! Oh, my fucking eye.
All right, well, Jim and I have to battle here for the championship.
God.
Is he still to draw for us?
Yeah. Joe loves this.
Yeah.
This is his favorite one.
I'm good at the fart game.
Yeah. Who knew? Who knew Joe would excel at the fart game?
Joe, 1.
Ooh.
Pat, 1. Joe, X. Pat, X.
Not shuffle.
Joe, 3. Pat, revert back. Joe, revert back. Pat, 2. Joe, X. Pat, 3.
Oh, no!
Yes! The fart champion of the world!
Hashtag fart champion.
Huzzah!
All right, a clear winner has been made here.
That was fart championship.
Yeah.
2017. Joe, how do you feel?
Gassy. My last 2 drunk purchases have been odd. I feel like in some way I'm growing up, but I'm still buying things.
Yeah.
I don't drink very much anymore. And so the most recent time, I drunkenly bought a subscription to The New Yorker.
Wow.
Oh, you left one of those in my place recently.
There was an ad on Instagram where you got a free tote bag,
Oh.
which I was in need
What
of.
is a tote bag?
A tote bag?
Yeah, a little
Tote bag.
like a beach bag.
Oh, a tote bag.
Tote. It's a tote.
A
Tote.
tote bag.
No toke.
It's where you keep your weed.
Weed, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can get
That'd
those
be odd
too.
if the New Yorker was giving away tote bags.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, who
anymore?
knows?
What's their readership?
The New Yorker's giving away gravity bombs
Guys,
with every new
guys who
subscription.
smoke weed
They're
and
clearly
are
looking for a
grandparents.
different demographic.
They just send you a milk jug with the bottom cut off. Way to
because
go.
I love the idea of
being
being
someone
intelligent.
who reads the.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that I could read the New Yorker.
Yeah.
You like
But
having it in
actually,
the
I've
living
got
room.
my New Yorker.
Yes, exactly. Oh, thank God. Where's my New Yorker this week?
Yeah.
I need it to. I need.
Oh,
to,
in
you
your
know.
fantasy, you're mad that it's not there.
Yeah. What? I need the
Yeah.
news. I need
Yeah.
to know what's happening.
Where is it?
There. Where is it? And now I can just put it on the
In your-
pile on top of
Yeah.
the toilet.
In Joe's intelligence fantasy, he has dementia and can't find it.
And so whatever the offer was expired, and then I had like a $120 charge. The time before that, it was a DVD of Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Sure.
Which I don't know if you've seen that fine film.
No.
It's amazing.
It's fantastic.
It is.
Is it?
It really. It
It's
was a Disney
Mary
movie.
Poppins level good. It's
Yeah.
really good.
I think it's much better.
It was one of those early live action animated combo movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dick Van
And
Dyke's in
really
it.
Van
good.
Dyke is dancing with a penguin in that as well.
It's like
No
a
penguin.
it's like a magic bed where they go on adventures. As long as you're sitting on the bed, it like flies you. They shot it like 6 people on a bed in a green screen and
Right.
Disney the
And
background.
instead of dancing with penguins, he's playing soccer with alligators and elephants.
I have an experience that I want to share on the show, which is that on April about the 5th, I thought I would like to have a nice television.
Sure.
For our bedroom at our home. I purchased the TV on the 5th of April, and I scheduled the installation because I figured this is a massive-ass TV. I don't want to have to rely on a friend or whatever else. I don't know how to mount a giant TV.
Right.
I don't want to
break
ruin
it.
my wall. I don't want to break it. I ordered the TV and I ordered the installation. All in, it's kind of expensive. You know, I mean, it's not, TVs are less than they used to be, but it's still, you know, it's an expense.
I actually got a really good deal on a TV recently.
Okay.
They're getting cheaper.
All right.
You could have done better, is what he's saying.
Okay, you don't even know what I paid for it. So
No,
I
I
paid
don't.
$5. I win.
I agree. You probably found a good deal.
Yeah. Anyway, I did find a good deal, and that's part of the problem here is that I did find a good deal on the TV that I wanted, and the model I wanted, and the price that I wanted. I thought, okay, I've done the adult thing. I found the one that is the most affordable in this range and size. I'm gonna commit to it. It's still an expense, but it's a worthy expense because it's something that we use every day and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff.
Did you buy this online or in person?
I bought it online.
Okay.
Because the deal that I wanted was on the website.
Sure.
You know, a lot of times they do that where they have a deal where on the website today
Right.
only, whatever, this fucking thing is whatever.
Yeah.
So I ordered it online. I got all the confirmation codes, all that stuff. On the day that it's meant to be delivered, I get a call from the Geek Squad representatives saying that they are going to get the TV right now at the warehouse. They'll be at my home in about a half an hour. Isn't this great? I can't wait.
Yes.
So what I do is I take the existing TV that we have down. I remove everything from the area, which includes like the Apple TV box and all that stuff. Take
Right.
everything away. And then I get a call just as I'm done removing everything that there is a problem. And this is not from the delivery people, that there is a problem and that my TV appears to be on back order. Now, the delivery guys have called me and said that they are going to get the TV right now. So
Right.
they've not been given this information.
Right.
So they're not being communicated with.
Right.
So the Best Buy representatives in fucking Topeka, or wherever their call center is,
Yes.
know that the TV isn't there, and the drivers are driving there right now. So now I have to try to figure out how I can help this situation to communicate
the
to them.
middleman here.
So then they tell me that they're not really sure where the TV is, and they think it's on back order, but they also don't really know.
They don't know.
So
But you definitely paid for it.
Yes.
Okay.
So and
But
then,
they don't know where it is. That's
but to
good.
call back the next day and that they'll be able to ascertain where the television is that says it's shipped, and I'm gonna have to reschedule. Call back the next day, go through all this. I'm a little bit pissed off now because like they say they don't know where the TV is, but then the guy's like, hey, we know where it is. I see it. It's right here. It's at the warehouse. It's gonna be delivered to the nearest store to your home, and then it'll be brought to your house. And so I was like, that's great. So awesome. Thank you so
Sure.
much. Schedule
Yeah.
another day. Now, bear in mind that the days that these happen, I have to be home all day during
Yes.
this. So I'm giving up days where I have other shit to do that I'm trying to fit into my schedule, a 8 a.m. to noon to 1 period where they might come at any time and I have to be there. So I'm waiting around that day. Comes time for the delivery. I get the call. We're still not really sure where that TV is. It appears to be on back order, but we're not real sure. So just hang tight. Call us back maybe on Wednesday or whatever, and we'll see where it is.
It's not like you bought this from Barry's TV store.
No,
This is
and
Best Buy.
so they cannot
Like-
find. They think it's on back order, but they cannot find this TV. And so now,
Where could it be?
now I'm not exactly happy. So I call and I speak to a woman that the only way I could describe her is hateful in the way that she was speaking to me. Let me
great.
give you a tone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, so you're off to a good start. Yeah.
Hi, ma'am, blah, blah, blah. Here's all my stuff. I don't know what to tell you. Let me look here. Hold on. Okay. It's at the store right now. You can go get it if you want. I said, ma'am, I cannot go get it. It's a giant TV. I don't have the capacity. It's not going to be Beverly Hillbillies where I strap it to the top of my car with ropes and drive it. I can't get it. I need to schedule delivery. Can't schedule a delivery right now because you have a pending delivery. The reason I have a fucking pending delivery is
that
that you can't
TV?
find the TV.
You're like, guess what it's for?
Cancel the pending delivery. She goes, are you sure you want to cancel the pending delivery? I said, yes. Are they going to deliver the TV? She goes, no. I said, yes, of course.
Yes.
So she cancels the pending delivery, tells me to call back the following day because it is in the store, and then I can schedule another delivery because there's a 24-hour grace period between one cancellation of a delivery and the next one being started. They have to cancel it fully or whatever. And at this point now, I am teaming with, please just give me a refund. I fucking hate you. I wish
Right.
I would have gone to Fry's. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, or anywhere else.
Amazon, anywhere.
And so, and I should have. I could have gone to Amazon, but I was like, I want that deal.
Right.
So I call back the next day, and oh no, I don't even call. This is great. So I don't. She never canceled the pending delivery
course.
that day.
Right.
So those guys,
Why would she?
call me the next day and go, sir, we have your TV in the truck. We're 20 minutes away. We'll be there. Please make sure the area is clean. Bear in mind, remember I told you that I removed the
Right.
TV from the wall and all
Yeah.
that earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, you
I've
put
now
it back.
had to put it back.
Right.
So this is now my third time removing and then putting it back and then removing it. So now I remove it all again. The guy calls me back and says, sir, there's a problem. Your TV is not here. I said, you said you had it in the car. He goes,
Hey,
I don't know
sir,
what to tell you. I go, so
do
you
remember
lied.
yesterday? This is going to be exactly like
Yeah.
yesterday.
You lied to me. You literally said, we have it in the car. We'll be there in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You just assumed. And look, it's not your fault. You're the delivery guy. It's not your fault that the fucking
Right.
rest of everybody in this company has fucked everything up. So I call and go, look, I'm not the guy who's ranting and raving and screaming at you. I've been pretty damn patient, but I need to speak to a manager now.
Yes.
This is ridiculous. Call them. I get through to a manager named Christina. Christina says, this is ridiculous. I'm so sorry. Let me look and see what I can do for you.
Great.
Some
So
sanity.
they look into the system. She goes, okay, It looks like that the television that you ordered has been like oversold and now is on back order, and we're not sure when we're going to get it back. Now that's not okay because it's been at this point 2 weeks of you waiting on this TV. We're just going to get you another TV of the same value. Let me put you on hold. I'm going to call the store. We'll find one that's in the store of the same value, whatever. Put me on hold. I'm on hold for about, I don't know, 15 minutes, and then the call drops, and no one calls me back. So I wait another 20 minutes to see if they're going to call me back. No one does. So then I call, wait on hold for another 20 minutes, and I talk to the same fucking woman from the other day who was all mad at me, except this time she's at an employee party that I can clearly hear the happy birthday being sung in the back and clapping happening. And she is mad to have to be on the phone. I'll reenact this whole conversation. Hello, I spoke to a manager. Her name is Christina. I'm hoping to get reconnected to her. What? I'm hoping to get reconnected to the manager. I'm sorry. What, Christina? You said. Let me look. What's your phone number? So I give my phone number, whatever. They then go. She looks in the system and goes, "Okay, I see. Christina here has some notes. Oh, okay, sir. What'd you say happened? You were talking to her?" I said, "Yeah, I was talking to her for a little while, and then
Who is this woman?
And then the call dropped, and she goes, "What do you mean the call dropped? Did you drop your phone?" And I'm silent because I don't know how to respond. And then she goes, "What do you mean? You ran out of minutes on your cell phone plan?"
Yeah.
And so now
that doesn't even exist
now I'm so
anymore.
angry. I go, "What does it matter if I did? I still spent the money with you. Whether I'm poor now because of the TV and don't have any minutes left, it doesn't matter. How do you not understand the concept of a call being dropped?"
Apparently the call drops, and then Christina's like, "Well, gotta go."
So
it just doesn't.
Time for a birthday party.
Yeah, because the call drops.
Oh, is that cake?
First of all, the person doesn't want to talk to me anymore, and now she says, "Well, look, I don't know what to tell you. It looks like your case has been turned over to the Department of Defense."
Now it's a case.
Your case has been turned over to the Department of Defense is a real sentence that was said to me. And I go,
wait, like the U.S. Department of Defense?
The Department of Defense. I go, "What the hell is that?" She goes, "Sir, it's an internal affairs issue. You've got complaints with the company, and we got to protect ourselves. You'll be receiving a call from us in 2 to 3 business days." And I said, "Oh, then I absolutely want a refund. Fix this now."
Yeah.
I am not authorized to do that, sir. Have a good day. Thank you for choosing Best Buy. Hangs up.
Thank you for choosing us.
So now, first of all, I've been exceptionally patient. I tend to be like, I guess I'm a little bit of a pushover when it comes to those kind of things. So I call him, and I talk to the guy, and I'm like, "Here's all the shit. We're going to get it done." "All right, sir, I totally understand." Puts me on hold. Calls dropped immediately.
Oh my
for Christ's
God.
sake.
Yeah.
So I call back again. Finally, I get through to somebody, and the guy goes, "Hey, I'm whatever, and I'm your new guy," and he's super nice, and he's really kind, and I have a great conversation with him, and he's so apologetic, and at the end of it, he goes, "Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Whoever told you that they could get you a new TV does not have the authority to do that. That's not something we can do here. But I'm gonna go to my manager, and it'll take me like probably 24 hours to get approval. I will call you tomorrow at 2:30. And we can go over the process of getting you a new TV."
It's a good time for a dental appointment.
Yeah. And I wanted to say, please let's just do a refund or something. But then he was so kind and seemed so nice.
You had hope. You were hope restored.
You believed him.
I thought
like a fool.
I thought, okay, and the last thing that is said in the conversation is, if I don't call you back tomorrow, laughing, if I don't call you back tomorrow, it's because something terrible happened or I didn't come into work. And I go, okay,
You're
well,
not
that's...
planning on
or I
killing
did
yourself.
Or I just didn't show up.
Hey, either I jumped off a bridge or I quit my job. One of the two.
By the way, while I'm on the phone with him, I kid you not, I had 3 calls from their automated system telling me to schedule my pending delivery. Again, of a TV that is not...
The one that you canceled.
Yes. Well, she never canceled it.
Yeah,
So,
there you go. That's right.
So I keep getting calls, please schedule your delivery.
For the TV that doesn't exist.
For the TV that doesn't exist.
Right.
So 2:30 comes the next day, I did not get a phone call.
So we didn't show up to work?
Yeah, it didn't show up to work or something terrible happened.
Something terrible must have happened.
So at this point, I'm just completely apathetic to the whole thing.
Right.
Like, I don't even know how to feel about it. I've given up. I just assume I'm not getting this TV and I'm out all this money and there's just nothing I can do anymore because I don't have time to call and spend the whole day on customer service line with Best Buy.
You can't call the Department of Defense.
No, and by the way, the Department of Defense never called me.
Yeah.
So
sounds accurate.
The following day,
they didn't show up to
I'm
work
driving and I'm running a bunch of errands and I'm really busy and in the middle of shit trying to make up for the 3 days that I just spent talking to Best Buy. And I get a call. "Hello, how you doing, Andrew? It's your buddy." And I go, man, I really didn't think I was going to hear from him. You go, well, yesterday, it turns out we've been having a lot of issues with drop calls. Our whole system was down on our phones yesterday, and so we were all out of commission all day.
Boy, did you pick a bad day to have a problem.
Yeah. Which I find hilarious that they were having a party and I was giving shit about having dropped calls.
We were celebrating the phones being broken
when
in
their
the
whole
office.
thing shut down because of this issue. So he
The
goes,
phones are down. Let's party.
yeah, I can issue you a separate refund. We're going to have to get a new TV, though. It'll be a separate thing. I'll give you a couple $100 off the TV and the installation, and, we apologize, whatever. Thank you for staying with us with the business. I'll issue a separate refund. So we got all that done, confirmation, and then I'm like, all right, so I need to have the delivery plan. I need to have the installation plan. He goes, okay, great. I'm doing it all here. Here we go. I'm going to do it for Wednesday between 8 and noon. My guys will be there, whatever. So I get the confirmation email yesterday. Here we go. Like 9:30 this morning. Guys roll up outside my house. Ring my doorbell. I come out. There they are. TV comes in. Guy drops it off. Says, all right, please sign for this. I was like, oh, you guys are supposed to install it. He goes, oh, no. I know how to do it, but I don't have time. That's the exact quote from the guy. Which...
I like that he, just to really stick it to you. Oh, I could.
Yeah, it's like it was like a masculinity thing, right? Like it's as if I didn't ask you.
Got it, bro.
I didn't go, what are some things you know how to do?
Yeah.
Hey, do you know how to mow the lawn too? I don't need you to. I was just curious if you.
Oh yeah.
So now I have this big ass TV and box in my bedroom that I have not, and I had to fucking take the TV down again and then put it back. And I called them and they go, oh yeah, sorry, the representative never scheduled the installation for you. Those are two separate things.
Apparently you canceled a pending order.
Yeah, exactly. And I go, oh my God. All right, I need it installed today. This is ridiculous. Let me put you on hold. So I'm on hold. Comes back, sir, I just can't do it. And I go, okay. I don't give a shit. I will never order anything from Best Buy again. I hate you and your company. I don't hate you as a person. I hate the choices that you're giving me. And so Monday, supposedly, they're going to come and...
Monday.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Or you might get a call where they just reassure you that they know how to do it.
Yeah.
They're just not going to do it.
They'll walk you through it.
So it will be 1 month. Well, in a week, it'll be 1 month.
Wow.
That I've been just trying to get this TV.
So hopefully that like $150 discount or whatever it was when that enticed you.
Yeah. It didn't.
Now it's worth it.
Yeah, I should have just ordered. It was like $100 or something differential from Amazon.
Sure.
The price was unbelievable.
So I'm not Mr. Like I didn't go on Twitter and rail on them or whatever.
Right.
I'm not like
You took it straight to the TV show.
Took it straight to the TV. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I see this differently because this is, I feel like it's a little bit more talking amongst
totally
friends.
private.
Yeah. But I feel like
a couple of guys having a
But it's
conversation.
totally justified.
And I've only tweeted at one company before, and I felt so bad about it immediately that even though they were completely in the wrong, I deleted all the tweets because I immediately felt like an asshole.
You just wanted somebody to listen to you.
Yeah. Well, guys, that is it for season 2 of the Andy Show.
Yeah.
We have had so much fun doing this show from this angle. Obviously,
it's a whole new world over
Yeah,
here.
the first season we did it from a different angle. Third season, who knows? Upside down.
Yep.
Yeah, hey! Day.
Wavelength.
Yeah, same thing.
Party on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like Lionel Richie.
Yeah, that's what the song was called. We'll party on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. From the window to the wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Till the sweat drops down that
down.
wall.
All on the wall.
John Wall.
Till the sweat drops off of John Wall.
Yeah, that's how the song goes.
Yep.
What were those guys called?
Was that 3-6 Mafia?
No.
No.
They were. It was
The
like
Academy Award
Yin
winning
Yang
3-6
It was
Mafia?
Yin Yang Twins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, skeet. Yeah. Good shit from our childhood. Anyway, thank you so much for watching season 2. I am currently on the Warped Tour, so if you're interested in coming out to a show, please do check out the dates and let me know. Let me know if there's one near you by coming to the show, and then I'll see you maybe at the Journeys booth. I'll be signing there all summer. I've got TEI classes. As you're watching this, I will have been on the tour for some time, and we'll see if I'm getting that cool tan going.
Oh, nice.
Hoping to get a summer tan.
If you can also, I'm getting into crocheting.
Yeah, you can.
This summer.
You can head out. You can head out and see him crochet all across the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll be stopping at various AMP stations.
Standing outside.
Yeah. Selling his wares.
Yep. And boy, the wear is going to be wearable.
DeMarcus wear.
Yeah.
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 You're going to be doing crocheted DeMarcus Ware lifelike body-size replicas.
Yep, in every town that I go in.
All right, well, thank you for watching, and we will see you at the end of the summer. We'll be back in the fall, and we'll talk about football and life in Season 3. Bye. Well, thank you so much for watching our greatest hits. Joe, did you enjoy it?
We really are great.
We are great, yeah.
Yeah. And so are you.
I wish that we had Lawrence Welk on. That's the only thing that I really still wish. But maybe next season. Season 3. Thank you for watching our best of Season 2. We will see you in Season 3. Bye.